All right, welcome to the Jim Florentine podcast. I'm here with my buddy Don Jamieson, and before we get into today's topic, I just want to say appreciate the donations so far to the podcast, but people aren't leaving their addresses, so I can't send you a CD, so please leave your address. You're going to make a donation. Help the podcast going. I don't make any money on this, and like I said, my nephew's trying to get laid with these chicks, and he's running it, so he needs some money. And I'll just get an assist. It's all about the points.
Absolutely.
You know, if he gets laid from making money on my podcast, then that means I get an assist. Because he takes chicks to dinner. He does it the whole opposite, wrong way. But let him fall and make him mistakes. I already told him.
Yeah.
Some 17-year-old girl doesn't need to go to the Cheesecake Factory. She's fucking happy. She'll go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
When you hit the mid-20s, then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, you got to take me to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I don't like that stuff anymore.
Ugh.
Someone fucking turns them, these chicks.
You can't start at the Cheesecake Factory where they have like $9 appetizers, you know, and like $13, $14 entrees, because then after a year, yeah, you're going to have to be taking them for lobster and steak and stuff.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden he goes, hey, let's just stop at Taco Bell. She's like, I don't want Taco Bell, because she's used to that better food.
Yeah.
So, I have to support him.
You start at Taco Bell.
You start at Taco Bell, Subway, Quiznos. Any girl that I had, they're under 22 years old, I go, you like Quiznos? I love Quiznos. You like Taco Bell? I eat there all the time. Then fucking take them there.
Yeah. Then you work up to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah,
you know, like
slowly.
a 1-year anniversary. Honey, I'm going to, get you the avocado rolls.
Yeah. You know, if you want to eat that stuff, go there yourself.
Yeah.
You don't bring somebody else there. So anyway, so make the donations. It's on JamesFlorentine.com. I'll send you out a CD, DVD, or a T-shirt, whatever, depending on a donation, and help support. And if you want to take advertising out, just go to my website. I'll give you my email address, JamesFlorentine, the number 13 at gmail.com. And let me know what product you have, and I'll give you a good rate, because right now I have no advertisers. So if you got anything, I'll fucking talk about it. I'm a whore. All right, get that out of the way. So I'm here with my buddy Don Jamieson, and we're big sports fans, mostly like baseball and football.
Yeah, those two mostly.
Yeah, we're passionate about those. We watch the games and, text and call each other during the games with all the fucking shit going on, the corny cliches. So we're basically this podcast going to be about like awful sports cliches, because we constantly make fun of them. And it's just brutal. And, including like commercials during the games and all that stuff.
Are we going to talk about Peyton Manning, I hope?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk about first.
And I'm a Mets fan, so already I'm angry when I'm watching the games, because they're awful.
There was a great thing in the New York Post. They said this guy, Hondo, that writes these funny jokes today. Said,
I like Hondo, yeah.
Yeah, Hondo's great. He said there was a Canadian study said women like men that are brooding and never smile. So you go, so Met fans must be getting laid all the time. It's a great line.
Yeah, so I'm already angry watching the games, and then when you just hear these sports cliches, it just makes your blood boil.
First of all, let's start with the halftime reporters on the sidelines of a football game when the coach is coming off the field. It's 100% unnecessary to be there.
It's just finding a job for abroad. That's all that is. Coach, how did you feel about your team in the first half?
Yeah.
I know you're down 42-0. What the fuck do you think he's going to say?
Yeah, you're going to say, hey, it's we're doing pretty good, and it's the same fucking thing. Coach, what do you think you need to improve in the second half? Well, we got to cut down on turnovers. Really? Is that what you have to do? We can't turn the ball over. We got to get more fucking sacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in some games, it's okay to fumble 9 or 10 times. Just in this game, we can't.
I know. They say nothing that means anything during those, when the coach is walking off the field. It's completely, nobody's ever said anything that made the news that night. Like, can you believe what Coach Coughlin said to fucking Pam Oliver walking off the field? No, they just go, hey, look, we got to get our team together, and we got to tighten up the defense in the second half, and we got to, our special teams is killing us, and we got to work on that. Oh, no shit. I've been watching the game. I know what the fuck they need.
So in some games, the defense, they don't even need the defense.
Right.
It doesn't have to be tight at all. They could just put a couple guys out there.
Yeah.
But this game, it has to be tight. I have nothing against female reporters. You know how many times I fucking jacked off to Erin Andrews fucking stuff, man? That's what they should be doing. Stop with the sideline. Stop with Pam Oliver. Go get in the kitchen and fucking make a pancake.
The only sideline reporters are good if there's an update on an injury. Like,
right.
This Aaron Rodgers can come back in. He's got a concussion. He can't, whatever. That's when you need him. But you don't need him with that coach thing when they're walking off the field.
And what? Especially if the guy's down by 3 touchdowns, he's going to be grumpy as hell. He wants to get in there and lay into his team. He doesn't want to sit there and talk to some broad.
I know. And Bill Belichick is fucking grumpy after he wins the Super Bowl, and then he has to talk when the Patriots down 17-3 to some friggin' chick. So just take that out. It's unnecessary. It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody goes, oh, I got to go take a piss, but wait, let me see what coach is going to say to Pam Oliver.
Yeah.
They don't say anything. It's just look, we got to, got to go back to the drawing board and we got to fix it up.
Oof.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's just trying to add more distractions to a game that doesn't need it. That's what all this is.
Yeah.
Especially with Fox, there's fireworks every 3 seconds. The mascot jumping up and down, that robot thing.
Oh, the Fox robot.
Oh, I want to fucking put my head through the TV every time I see that.
I won't even look at the Fox robot.
I won't either.
Everybody knows I hate it that I watch games with, and I'm like, I don't even look. I just look the other way. They're like, look what he's doing now. He's doing jumping jacks. I don't even fucking look. Who cares? We're not, the 4-year-old, 5-year-old kids aren't watching NFL football on a Sunday. No fucking guy likes that. Go, could you see the robot? He did push-ups.
Yeah, did you ever go down to McDonald's, the sports bar, and see like 10 construction workers sitting in there watching the game, giggling at the robot?
No,
never. They don't want to see that.
It's Chris Fox always think, we got to get the young audience. Oh, really? Is some kid, a 5-year-old kid, gonna fucking play, outside, whatever, doing whatever the fuck he does, or he's gonna go, I gotta go in because the Fox robot's gonna jump and he's gonna do calisthenics and jumping jacks. I gotta go watch that.
Oof. It's brutal.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't, fucking men that got alcohol problems and gamble watch NFL football. And are in fantasy football nerds. That's who watch it.
Yeah.
Young kids will go to a baseball game with their dads. They don't fucking watch football.
Which is the only place you can actually enjoy sports is at the games, because you don't have all those. You don't have a million announcers saying retarded things, and Dan Dierdorf, just fucking, flipping sides every 2 seconds. And
Dan Dierdorf is the worst. There's nobody even close to him.
No, he is so in a league of his own in idiocy.
The guy, he's the biggest bandwagoner. The team, the Patriots take the opening kickoff and drive right down the field and like, this game is gonna be a blowout. There's fucking 11 minutes left in the first quarter. They are dominating.
Yeah. And then the minute there's a fumble and the other team scores, they go, see, this is why the game can change, in a moment's notice. The Patriots are really going to have to go back to the drawing board when they get in the locker room. 2 seconds ago, they were winning the Super Bowl.
I know. And then
now all of a sudden, they're a shit team.
Yeah, this is why you play the game every week. Really? Is that why? I'll never forget, there was a couple of I used to sit with my notebook. I'm like, Dan Dierdorf dumb statements and write them down during the game. I should be paying attention.
We were on the road somewhere doing that once, weren't we?
It was, we were in L.A., yeah.
And the games are on at 9 in the morning there.
Yeah.
So you're fucking sitting there, you're hungover out of your mind, and you're already fucking, you feel like shit. And now Dan Dierdorf starts saying the most retarded things you ever heard.
The two that I remember, and there's so many of them, he said that Cortland Finnegan is a cornerback for the Titans. He's been to like 3 Pro Bowls. He's like his 3rd season. Every year he's made the Pro Bowl. He's great.
He's a great player, yeah.
And I remember, I think they're playing Miami last year, and he intercepts a pass, and he just goes, and Jeff Fisher's the coach of the Titans. He goes, Jeff Fisher wants a guy like Cortland Finnegan on his team. Really. No other team wants him.
No.
The Cowboys, the Giants, the fucking Steelers. No other team wants a cornerback that's been to 3 Pro Bowls that picks off 8 passes a year. Jeff Fisher from the Titans.
He's
that's
the only guy that's interested.
He's the only guy that's interested.
If he got cut from the team, no other team would pick him up.
No other team, because only Jeff Fisher wants a guy like that on his team.
Even Trig Palin thinks Dan Dierdorf is retarded.
Yeah.
What was the other thing?
Anyway, and then he said the other one. He goes, let me just tell you something. When you go to play the Tennessee Titans, you better buckle your chin straps.
Oh, that is the most douche chill one ever.
So no other team, you don't have to wear your chin straps. When you play the fucking Steelers, don't even put your chin straps on. Just buckle them. Make sure they're buckled when you play the Titans.
Yeah, they just take them off. Just take them off your helmet the rest of the season. But when you play the Titans, then you take them out of your locker and you put them on.
Yeah, just make sure. We're playing the Titans. Get those fucking chin straps ready.
Yeah.
Why doesn't somebody at CBS go back and listen to those tapes? Like, who was, and go, look, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Sit them down and go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, it's like when a coach sits with the videotape with the quarterback.
Yeah.
Do that with Deerdorf. Go, why did you just say that right there? You fat walrus. And the other one that he said was, I think it was when LaDainian Tomlinson, when the Jets were playing, I forget who they were playing, and they stood him up at the line, whatever the other team was, and
right.
So that's the kind of respect that they have for LaDainian Tomlinson. They stand him up at the line. What? So any other running back, they let just blast right through the line. They respect him so much that they'll stand him up. But any other running back, they would let him run right through the line and just tackle and give an ankle tackle.
Right.
That is so dumb. Get him off.
And you don't need 3 guys in a booth. I mean, I know he does it with somebody else, so it's. He
does it with what is it, Dick Enberg?
No, I don't know who he does it with now.
I forget, yeah.
They always just fucking throw him with, so everybody can't take him.
I know, they keep just passing him off to somebody else.
But like ESPN doesn't need 3 guys in a Monday night booth.
No.
John Gruden loves everybody. You know what? I don't really mind Gruden that much.
Yeah.
Like he just fucking compliments everybody. It gets a little annoying, but he doesn't really bother me. I thought he was gonna.
He was more annoying when he'd make those faces on the sideline when he was coaching the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because he knows the camera's on him, and so he'd make those faces where he looks real. Because he looks like a 3-year-old kid with that haircut.
He's got the worst haircut ever. If next time you see John Gruden on TV on ESPN or whatever, just as soon as it comes on, look at his haircut. You go, that's someone like a 4th grader would have.
But he's a multi-millionaire. And he looks like he's got the haircut. He looks like Dennis the Menace.
Why is he's married too? You think his wife would go, look, you got to fucking do something with that.
Yeah.
You look ridiculous.
He looks like fucking Mo from the Three Stooges with blonde hair.
I know. But even worse,
Stinks.
Mo's fucking haircut was better than that. Because it's like Mo's haircut, but it's got like a part in it.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But let's see, the Fox robot, the reporters. How about this one fucking drives me nuts when they go, like when a quarterback throws an interception or whatever and a guy runs it back, it's a pick 6. Oh God, that almost makes me throw up. Like, it's a pick 6, so he picked it off and they got 6 points. That was almost a pick 6.
Right, and they'll even say when it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
If he was close to pick, that would have been a pick 6.
That would have been a pick 6 if he didn't fucking turn in.
It's not the fucking lottery. It's the football game. Stop trying to come up with
It's an interception return for a touchdown. Right. That's what it is.
And it'll be 7 points.
Yeah.
99% of the time.
Yeah, with a fucking extra point. So it's not a pick. That is fucking awful.
I know. I hate that. Pick 6.
And
that's like, and I know we're skipping ahead, and we'll get back to it. That's like when they call a no-hitter. He's going for a no-no.
Yeah, no.
What am I, a fucking 2-year-old baby? Here's your baba. Here's your no-no.
Well, that one drives me nuts when the guy's throwing a no-hitter and nobody could talk to him on the bench, and you can't even say it when you're watching the game with somebody. Like, he's got a no-hitter through 7. Don't say that. You just jinxed him. Really? I just jinxed him from a couch in New Jersey, and the guy's in fucking San Francisco. Tim Lincecum heard me say that in fucking Keyport, New Jersey.
No.
Holy shit. And then nobody on the team can fucking go near him.
Yeah.
The pitcher, you can't go near him. You can't say anything.
Right, and he's got to sit there with a sour mug the whole time.
Yeah.
Because he knows the camera's on him, and God forbid he's like sits there with a happy grin because he's pitching a good game.
Is that really going to be a problem if he goes over there and goes, dude, you're fucking pitching a great game? Is that going to go, fuck? Now I'm going to let up a double as soon as I get back out there.
Yeah.
The fucking stop with this fucking superstitions. It doesn't mean anything. If I was on a team and a guy was pitching a fucking perfect game every inning, I go 6 more outs and you got it.
Right.
3 more outs.
Yeah.
You can get it. Look who's coming up. You got 7, 8, 9 next inning. They got no bats. I'd be all over it.
I'd want everybody on the team talking to me because the last thing I want to do is think about what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just get out there and pitch.
So there's probably like 6 no-hitters a year, and there's probably about 60 that go into the 7th inning.
Right.
So 55 or 54 don't even work. So the 54 times, so everybody not talking to him, not saying anything, didn't work.
Right.
So it only worked 6 times and it didn't work 54. So fucking stop it. How about you do it the other way? How about everybody huddle around them and talk to them constantly, and then maybe 54 will get thrown next year.
Yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
And stop with no.
Yeah,
we're not fucking 2-year-old infants.
He's got a no through 7.
All right, let's get out of this. I can't.
No, but the one that annoys me just as much as that one annoys you is when a team wins in the bottom of the 9th and the home team a walk-off. It was another walk-off.
Okay, did a guy ever hit a home run to win the game and just walk around the bases?
No.
No. If they did, they go, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Jog. Run around the bases.
Those motherfuckers at ESPN, one of those fucking anchors that has to come up with their, catchphrases, started saying walk-off like 5 years ago, and now everybody says it. It fucking drives me nuts. It was a game-winning hit. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So that means, all right, so you tell a walk-off. He has 8 walk-offs this year. So you're telling me that you can't have a walk-off if you're the visiting team.
No.
So if the Giants are down 3-2 in the 9th against the Mets, fucking runner on first base, 2 outs, 0-2 count, Buster Posey hits a home run, wins the game 3-2, and the Giants get the Mets out in the bottom 9th. That's not a walk-off.
No.
Because it happened in Citi Field, in the Mets Stadium.
No, only the home team.
So that's not. So what is that? What was Buster Posey's thing?
I don't know.
You don't know. I know. Nobody.
Someone from ESPN will come up with something.
Right, but why isn't that a walk-off? Why? Because they weren't home and they didn't walk off the field and the other team didn't get up? It's fucking retarded.
I know.
They got a walk-off. They got 6 walk-offs this year. Shut the fuck up. And then when they, the worst is when they celebrate, when they all run out there and they jump up and down in a pile.
Oh, like straight up and down?
Yeah, it's like a circle jerk. It is the gayest thing.
Yeah.
Just next time you watch one of those game-winning hits, not the fucking walk-offs, watch when they jump up and down. It's almost like they're all jerking off. It's like a big circle jerk. It is so fucking gay.
They should. I always look on the field for fucking stray loads down there. I don't know what they're doing.
It's brutal. I don't mind them jumping on each other, whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking pat. That's I got to celebrate and all that, but piling on. But when they jump straight up and down, that is fucking gay.
Yeah.
That I don't care. Anyone I'm watching with my chick, she's like, the Giants just won. That's my team. Like, oh look, they're jumping up and down. I go, yeah, it's fucking gay.
I won't look.
It's gay. Yeah. I'm not gonna say my team it is, and it's fucking awful.
I'd rather watch the Lifetime Network for an hour than see that.
God, that's brutal.
Right now, people are going, do these guys like sports?
No, we love it, but you fucking pick it apart. What about John Sterling, the announcer for the Yankees, with his fucking awful catchphrases? A-Rod was an A-bomb. What about the Curtis Granderson? The Grandy man can.
Is that what he says?
That's what he says now. Yeah.
I wish he would never have told me.
Yeah, I just heard that one like 3 weeks ago, and I heard it like 3 times the last 3. Whenever he hits a home run, the Grandy man can.
If I ever see him, I'll punch him right in the face. And who's that other guy that he works with?
Michael Kay.
No, Susan Wallen.
Oh, yeah.
That awful Boston accent that he has.
Yeah.
He's got 2 strikes on. Talk like a person.
I know. You're a broadcaster.
You look like fucking Ernest Borgnine. Be a professional at least when you talk. Oh, those are terrible. And he has new ones for like the new players.
Yeah.
Right? What's it? Russell Martin hits a home run. Russell showing some muscle.
Oh, I didn't hear that. See, the problem with that was, maybe 10, 15 years ago it was unique. And it was like, all right, if you're a Yankee fan, or even if, I'm not a Yankee fan, but it was like, all right, I could see at least the guy's got some passion, but it just gets old quick. Same thing with Chris Berman with his fucking stupid nicknames.
Oh, yeah.
15, 20 years ago, it was like, all right, that's cool. That was pretty funny. But now, enough already, dude.
Right.
Fucking move on.
You ran out a decade ago.
You ran out. Just fucking move on. Stop it. Yeah, I used to do those names. And if you got one every once in a while, a unique name, but now they're just so fucking corny. And Sterling's so corny.
I got one that's you're going to fall underneath the table. This is the worst one from Sterling. When the Yankees hit back-to-back homers.
Right.
Yeah, Posada hits one. It's back-to-back and belly-to-belly.
I've heard that one before.
That's as fucking gay as jumping straight up and down. And belly-to-belly? What?
And the guy's wrong half the time if you listen to the radio. It is high. It is far.
It's out of here. It's a pop-up to the catcher.
Yeah, the shortstop caught that. Fucking retard. But yeah, I mean, it just got old quick, those things. And I guess they were, Berman when he first started doing it was okay, and same with Sterling. But now, Sterling's are way worse than Berman's. But still, Berman when he throws out the fucking
Georgie juiced one.
Yeah,
for Jorge Posada.
Yeah, so I can't even watch ESPN anymore. I watch, because I'm a football and a baseball fan, so I got the NFL Network and I got the Major League Baseball channel, and I watch those two. I just can't sit through that. It's just fucking nonsense.
PTI and Around the Horn are the only good ones.
Right, but I'm talking. Well, no, I mean like Sports Center. I can't watch Sports Center.
No.
It's a disaster.
Ridiculous, yeah.
The only thing I could watch is ESPN News because they cut it to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's condensed and not all that other shit.
On there that guy John Bucci-Gross tries to be a clown. Make a joke on every story and a goofy face. Stop.
Yeah, and
just tell me the fucking scores.
And just
You're not Jim Carrey. Relax.
And just the opening of the Sports Center is like fucking 3 minutes of explosions.
Yeah.
I just want to fucking find out if my team won. I don't give a fuck about fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm not a little kid. I don't give a shit.
900 graphics and things shooting out of the TV at you.
I remember I had one of those stupid, awful sidekicks like 10 years ago. Remember those stupid phones that Paris Hilton had?
Oh, right, yeah.
And they sent me an upgraded one, and it got fucked up, and I'm talking to a guy on the phone from the company. I go, look, man, just give me the old one back. He goes, but the new one's got all colors. Don't you like the colors? I go, I'm in my fucking 30s. I don't give a fuck about colors.
Yeah.
I just want to get to my email. I don't give a shit if it's fucking baby blue when I open it up.
Yeah. Let it be pink. I don't care as long as I can check my text.
God, it's fucking brutal. What else? Oh, I don't know if you remember this when ESPN, like for 2 years, they don't do it anymore because I think they got so many complaints. On the Sunday night games, they would put, if it was like 3-1 on A-Rod, they would put what his average was during each pitch. Each pitch, it was on the fucking 2-1.
Right. So
he's batting 257. 2-2, he's batting 393. 3-1, he's batting 126. That means fucking nothing. It would drive me nuts. If he's all right, so because A-Rod at like 3-1 was batting 126. So why doesn't every pitcher just fucking throw 3 balls in a row, then throw 1 strike down the middle, and then so he's 3-1. He's only batting 126.
Exactly.
What the fuck does that mean?
So why would you throw him a strike?
Why even throw him a strike? Get it right to the 3-1 count.
Just have it just like your pitch out. Just pitch out 3 times.
Yeah.
Throw a strike down the middle.
Throw a strike down the middle because he's going to take it.
Almost guaranteed he'll be out.
Yeah, 0-2, he batted 417, so don't get 2 quick strikes on him.
No.
If you get 1 strike, make sure
throw a ball. Throw it over the backstop.
Throw it over the backstop because at 1-1 he only bats 1-1. He bats fucking 380. It's so fucking stupid.
Why did I filter? When you watch ESPN Classic and they have those awful graphics.
Yeah.
They're those simple. Go back to those.
I know. Just give me that a fucking like a 3rd grader put up.
Yeah.
I got no problem with
Looks
that.
Like it wrote on the screen in crayon. Put those back up.
Yeah.
I don't need and stop showing a pitch right after the pitch.
Oh well, that fucking the pitch by pitch sequence.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck what the guy just it was 7 pitches to him and they show every pitch back. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a pitching coach. I'm not scouting. I just fucking watched it. I wasn't that interested to begin with. I don't care where the pitch went.
Yeah.
It was a ball. It was a strike. I don't need to see it again. Pitch by pitch sequence.
It's all unnecessary stuff. That's why I love when Fox tried to put that camera right at home plate,
right in the dirt.
Yeah, and Jorge Posada hit it with his foot.
Yeah,
tried to kick it out of there.
Oh, we didn't know that.
That was great.
Yeah.
I love that. You don't need that. I don't want to see a guy's asshole up close.
Yeah, that's what they did because they would show that angle and the guy's up at bat. There's another cool angle.
Stop.
It's terrible.
And the one thing that makes us beyond insane is that Fox, when they cut around to the crowd 300 times.
Well, in football they don't do it as much.
No.
The NFL, Fox, but baseball during the playoffs, they fucking show everybody. All right, it's the Yankees, Red Sox, Game 6 of the fucking championship. 2-2 in the ninth. Fucking A-Rod up with Jeter on first, Posada on second. A fucking tight game. Papelbon's in, and they cut to a guy talking on his cell phone in the crowd, not even like into it,
right?
Just fucking talking to his friend, and then they always got to go to the people praying.
Yeah,
they start that in the first inning.
Well,
now.
that's the thing. Yeah, it's the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 on the batter. There's no scoring yet in the game, and they cut to somebody praying in the audience. Why?
I know. What are you praying for?
It's the bottom of the first.
It's the bottom of the first.
Go ahead and pray, but don't show it.
The fucking Fox
they'll show one pitch, and there'll be 19 crowd shots after that.
No, go right to the crowd. So, but the people aren't even doing. They'll get like
it's
two.
It's a chick on her cell phone.
It's a chick on her cell phone.
A guy ordering a hot dog.
A guy ordering a hot dog. Then they'll cut back to the fucking the manager Francona on the Red Sox,
and he's just standing there, no emotion on his face.
Then they'll go back to the pitcher. Then they'll go to Torrey. That was Torrey with no emotion. The guy fucking never. He was
Torrey
never smiled.
Changed his face.
Never changed his face. If Mariano Rivera was getting stabbed on the field, Torrey would just have that same stoic face. Yeah. Nothing.
All they need to do is bank one shot of him and just show that same shot forever.
Yeah.
Because he never changes his mode.
They're trying to build suspense. Then you show a guy fucking eating a hot dog. It was 2-2 in the ninth.
Yeah.
Well, who's the director going in that shot? Go to a guy like fucking with his hands in his face, like holy fuck,
show the
like
guy,
he just saw a car accident right in front of him. Show that guy at least, like holy shit, this guy's into it.
Show the guy who just put 50 grand down on the series.
Yeah, who's out of his mind.
Yeah, who's going nuts.
But no, always the woman praying. You gotta get that praying shot. How fucking hack is that? Ugh. It's the first inning. Stop praying.
No.
God, that's brutal.
I'm glad we're getting this off our chest.
What about the okay, so the corny cliches that they say, like the announcers say, look, he left it all out on the field. What did you fucking leave on the field? What? You went out there and played. That's your fucking job. What did you leave? Your mitt? You fucking left your helmet on the field?
You forgot your wallet?
He left it all out on the field. Really? Oh, so you went and did your job, is what you did. The same guy that's a fucking mailman left it on the fucking lawn.
Yeah.
Because he walks around, he delivers the mail. He just did his job.
Right.
What did he leave?
He left it all out on the block.
He left his fucking mailbag on the fucking lawn when he was done. He left it all on the field.
They make fucking $9 million a game. They should leave it on the field every game. It shouldn't be a big deal.
He lays it on the line every night.
He's really bearing down.
How about this one? This one drives me nuts too. Hey, look, you got to give this guy credit, Jose Reyes, whoever to talk about. He gives 110% every night.
That has to stop starting right now. There's no 100% is everything you have.
Is everything you have. There's you can't give 110%.
It's impossible.
There's no such thing. No. It makes no sense.
No.
Stop. He gives 150%. No, he doesn't.
No. He doesn't even give 100%.
Yeah, either you give 0% or between 0 and 100%. Yeah. That's all you can give.
Just say Jose Reyes, he's giving about 75% today.
Right. Or if someone actually gives 100%, say he gives 100%.
Right, look at his uniform's dirty. He's got 3 triples today. He's giving 100%. He made great plays in the field. 100% today.
When Emmitt Smith had a fucking broken shoulder or separated shoulder in that playoff game against the Giants or the last game of the year, like years ago, he gave 100%.
Yep.
The guy had a fucking separated shoulder and he's still playing, still carried the ball 30 times. That's 100%. Not 110, a fucking 100.
Yeah, and then say it if they don't. Beltran, he's giving about 30% today.
Right.
That's terrible. And here's my rule on statistics: unless you're first or last, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you fucking 9th in the league against left-handed pitchers from the 7th inning on. If you're first or you're last, that's all I give a fuck.
Right.
About. I don't care if you're fucking. They're 18. He's 18th. With runners in scoring position. In the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Just shut up. Watch the game.
Fox will put up like on the game in a week. Aubrey Huff's got a 4-game hitting streak. What the fuck does that mean? Why did you put that up there?
Yeah.
Why did you put that graphic up there? Oh, so he has 4. He has a hit in the last 4 games. Who gives a fuck?
Who's got the hit record? Musial? With 61 games or something?
No, DiMaggio. 56.
All right, when you get to about 50, then you can start talking about it.
If you want to put it up at like 12 or 13, I understand. Like he's hit safely in 13 games. Right. That's where you started, not at fucking 4.
Yeah, or this one. In his last 18 at bats, he's got 14 hits. So what?
I know. So what did he do the last 30 bats before that?
Yeah.
So he's 0 for 30.
You can make up anything.
I know. It's fucking. It's terrible.
Yeah.
The worst is when the bases are loaded and they show this guy, Miguel Tejada's, batting .410 with the bases loaded. Yeah. Well, he's gonna get fucking better pitches to see because the pitcher's not gonna try to pitch around him because he's not gonna want to walk in a run.
Right.
So you're gonna. He's got 18 RBIs with the bases loaded in the last 26 times he's been up. Yeah, no shit. If he hits a fucking ball in the outfield, it's going to be a sac fly, a ground to the right side, a guy's going to score. Of course his average is going to be better with the bases loaded. The pitcher knows he has to put it down the plate. Means nothing.
No.
Look at his average with the bases loaded.
Who cares?
Everybody's average is going to be better with the bases loaded.
Yeah. If you get up and there's nobody on base, you're not going to get any RBIs.
Well, why aren't the announcers talking about that? Like, this really doesn't mean anything.
I love.
Why doesn't the announcer go, look, this doesn't, of course he's going to have a better average with the base. Just say that.
When you go, when we go out on the road and do comedy and you watch, you watch the games with the local announcers, some of them are fucking great, man, because they just they're not trying to be hot shots, they're not on a national stage, they're not trying to come up with catchphrases. They just do the commentating and the play-by-play, and they let the game breathe. I don't know who the local guys, I think in Atlanta was, that I saw. It was so great watching the Braves, and I hate the Braves.
Right.
It was so fun watching the game because there'd be 2 minutes would go by and nobody would say a word in the booth.
Right.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you got something to say it.
Well, I watch, because I got the MLB package, so I watch, Giants, Dodgers, whatever. Vince Scully, the guy's fucking 80 years old. He does it by himself the whole game. One guy in the booth, that's it.
Yep.
So there's no, ground ball a second, and Joe Morgan's got to talk about, it was a tough ground ball. When it hits that dirt, there could be rocks, and he made a great play. Well, he fucking made the play on it, all right? A little leaguer could have made that fucking play.
Yeah.
Goes on for 8 minutes. Sometimes you never know with the sunlight.
With the artificial turf, you can take a bad hop.
When I used to play it was shut the fuck up. Vince Scully, strike 1, strike 2. No one to talk to. It's perfect. Right. We're watching a game.
A long fly ball to left field, and that's the third out.
Why are we seeing people in the stands when Fox keeps going to the stands? So we're watching people watch the game.
Well,
I'm fucking watching the game. I don't need to see other people watching the game.
Right.
The fuck is the matter?
Put a camera on me in my house.
Yeah, and I know what's going on. I'm watching the same game. I need to see a guy in Boston fucking watching the game too.
Why? Because he has a hat on?
Yeah, I have a feeling he's fucking watching the same thing I'm watching. I don't need to see him.
I know.
Holy shit. The quarterback rating drives me nuts because that's fucking, that's 100% useless, that stat. It means absolutely nothing.
Well, that's another one. It's always over 100%. How is his quarterback rating 139?
Well, and then they put the stat up. In the third quarter, he's got a 119 quarterback rating, but in the fourth, it's only 47.3. Well, you think maybe that the team might be down, so he's got to take extra chances.
Yeah.
So he's got to throw bombs and fucking risky passes to try to catch up.
Right.
You think maybe that has something to fucking do with it, why it's 47%? And it really means nothing, because if you throw an interception, whether it goes off your receiver's hands and it wasn't the quarterback's fault, or he ran the wrong route, it's on the quarterback.
Right.
Or if he throws
Why isn't it on the receiver?
Right. If he throws a Hail Mary.
There should be a shitty route percentage.
Yeah. He throws a Hail Mary at the end of halftime, just say, what the hell, I'll throw it up there, and it gets picked off. His quarterback rating goes down like 20 points.
Right.
If he takes a sack, his quarterback rating doesn't go down. But if he throws an incomplete pass, just throws it away, his quarterback rating goes down.
Right.
So the best thing to do is take a sack every time, because you don't want to get that incompletion, because your rating's going to be down.
Right.
Don't throw that Hail Mary at the 50-yard line with 6 seconds left in the first half. You never know. Just hand it off, because it's going to help your quarterback rating.
Right. So take the so it's better to take a chance and have your fucking leg snap like Joe Theismann by Lawrence Taylor to keep your quarterback rating up than just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah. take the sack.
Stop with this.
Take the sack. Take 20 sacks a game, and your quarterback rating will be 100%. Mark Bulger is the fucking third highest quarterback rating in NFL history. Chad Pennington has the highest. They're not Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
No.
Marino's like 79%, 79. Elway was like 72. Who gives a fuck? Montana was like 81.
Right.
So you're telling me these guys are better?
And
Carson Palmer.
One week it could be a 50, and then the next week you're 160.
Carson Palmer's got like the fourth highest quarterback rating in NFL history. So you're telling me he's fucking the fourth best quarterback ever? It's fucking the receiver drops the ball and it goes in the cornerback's hands, and it's the quarterback's fault, so his rating goes down. And these announcers, they know football. Yeah. Why aren't they just saying, all right, this is pretty meaningless because it really doesn't mean anything? Because the receiver fucking let two go through his hands and got picked off, and that Hail Mary at the end of the half is why his quarterback rating is 74.
And why isn't so? Right. So let's say that the play-by-play guy has to say all that stuff. Shouldn't the commentator, whoever that's with him, like say John Gruden,
right?
You know, a guy who's a coach in football, go, well, the reason for that is this. So at least say that.
Right, exactly. The reason he's got, his percentages, is under, his completion percentage is under 50% is he had to throw the ball away a lot because the fucking pass rush is in his face. Yeah. So he did that instead of taking a sack. Just explain that. You guys study tape all week. You never throw that in? Yeah.
It's funny, man, because the younger generation of kids, like, they're so used to all the explosions and all the distractions, like on games on ESPN and Fox. I went to a game with our buddy Rich Carucci and his son, and his son's like, I don't know, 13 or something. Right. And he was like, "Where's the announcement? Where's the announcers?" Like, we were at Yankee Stadium. He couldn't comprehend, like, we're just gonna sit in a quiet place and watch the game. They're so used to being bombarded with sound effects and dancing robots and guys talking nonstop to the game. Like, kids can't handle it. They're like, wait, where's all the stuff? And it's not there.
Right.
That's the only place you can enjoy a game if you can afford to fucking go.
Right, yeah.
You have to pay $20,000 for the right to a seat just so you can buy that seat. That's not even the cost of the seat. That's just to have the seat. Which is why when you watch Yankee games on Yes, there's 500 empty rows right behind home plate.
Yeah, well, the Yes Network, what they do is they cut around it so you don't see all those empty seats. Right. They have some kind of, they do trick camera work so they don't see that. But then when the Yankees are on Fox game in a week, you're fucking like, is anybody at that stadium?
Yeah, there's nobody. It looks like there's nobody there.
Because they don't do that. It's just these announcers should just really be called out and go, look, this is the reason why. Don't just fucking throw these stats out there. This is one of my fucking pet peeves too, is when they do in the beginning of the game, keys to the game, no turnovers, keep turnovers to a minimum, stay out of third and longs. Really? Stay out of third and longs? You mean that's the key to a game? Don't turn the ball over?
Wow.
Really? Get pressure on the quarterback. Oh, really? That's the key to a game? Oh, because there's some games just fucking let him run around back there.
Right.
Just let him do what he wants. Right. We don't need to pressure this guy.
Yeah. We'll pressure other quarterbacks, not this one.
Stay out of third and longs. Really? That's what you did research for? The announcer all week?
Unless Stephen Hawking is playing quarterback, you're going to pressure every quarterback.
Really? No turnovers?
Yeah. And the same within baseball. They always said the pitcher, the key to the pitchers. Stay out, get ahead of the count.
Get ahead of the count. Yeah. Get ahead of the count. Stay out. Limit your walks.
Yeah.
Really? You mean it's
have movement on your fastball?
Really?
What?
I mean, so some games is okay to walk like 9 guys, but this game is okay. Just limit them.
Useless.
Another one that drives me nuts, and I don't know if you've picked up on this one, when someone fumbles now or they're a fumbler, the announcers, he can't put the ball on the ground. Oh, yeah. He put the ball on the ground last time. What do you put the ball on the ground? He fucking fumbled.
Yeah, he dropped it.
He didn't
run 20 yards and then stop and set it down.
He's got to stop putting the ball on the ground. What the fuck does that mean? It's a fucking fumble. That's what it is.
Right.
It's a fumble. The fumble's a funny word, and it's a good word, and it goes right to the point is what the guy did. He fucking fumbled.
Right. Don't try to make it sound like, he stopped, he set it down.
Yeah, Ronnie Brown's got to stop putting the ball on the ground. shut the fuck up. It's a fumble. Some asshole started that, too, and every other sports announcer picked up on it. Can't be putting the ball on the ground. You're not going to win too many games like that. Really? You're not?
He's got to stay within himself. What does that mean?
That used to drive me. That's funny because I was going to bring that up. I used to play softball, and I'm fucking playing softball. Guys are drinking beer out in the outfield, and the
smoking.
He's smoking.
The first baseman smoking,
and a guy in my team that's all gun ho is like, "Come on, Jim, stay within yourself." What the fuck does that mean? Stay within myself? I'm hitting a fucking softball.
Yeah.
I'm hungover. It's Saturday morning at fucking 9 in the morning. Stay within yourself.
Well, I don't. What are you, Phil Jackson? Is this some kind of Zen thing where is my spirit supposed to come out of my body and go into somebody else's?
If we win everything, we win like a $40 trophy.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay within myself at 9 in the morning with a hangover.
I'm drinking a beer at 9 in the morning. Who cares? Stay within myself. What are you, Phil Jackson?
And there's another one. I don't know if you ever played softball. I don't know if they do it in the major leagues, but like if it's just an easy pop up to left field, guys would yell out, "Can of corn." It's a can of corn.
No man should ever yell that out.
It's easy. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't even want that. Can you edit that out of the podcast? Because I don't even want that getting out there.
When I would be so fucking... I would want my left fielder to drop it if somebody yelled that. That's how fucking aggravated it would be. It's an ezy catch. A can of corn.
Actually, a can of corn would be actually a lot harder to catch.
It would be. What does that mean?
Yeah.
It's a can of corn.
Oh. Corny.
I figured I'd save the best for last that you fucking hate.
I know it's coming.
ESPN, pick 6. Okay, all right. So
my blood's boiling just thinking about it.
The commercials during games, and especially football. Let's just talk about mostly football.
Mostly football.
It's either beer, Coors Light, Bud Light,
Miller Lite,
car, or fucking insurance commercials, car insurance commercials. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking those Coors Light commercials with those fucking dorks talking to the coaches.
Yeah, where they have the coaches cut from a real press conference, and then they have those guys asking questions like they're reporters.
It is the fucking. I didn't drink. Coors Light used to be my favorite beer. I'm not a big beer drinker, but it just it's easy to. I didn't drink Coors Light for fucking 3.5 years just because of those commercials.
I know.
I said I'd rather drink somebody's piss. I'll drink you fucking piss that's what I'll drink before I drink a Coors Light. Why? Because of those commercials. Who cares? I care because they're on constantly and they make no fucking sense.
They're so insanely unfunny, which is the same reason I'll never use Geico or Progressive for my car insurance ever. In a million years, I would never use that insurance.
All right, I'll get to the Geico in a second. But the Coors Light, they make no sense.
No.
I mean, like Marv Levy, hey Mar, the versus the what was it? Romeo Cornell. Hey Romeo, how'd you get your name? What? Oh, you must be good with the ladies. Okay. That's the response back. There's no jokes there.
Or who's the one with the playoffs?
Oh yeah,
playoffs.
But I've gone over this, I think, before in my first podcast about it. First of all, nobody I know goes to watch football wearing khakis like these fucking dorks in that commercial. Right. They're all wearing khakis, and of course they have to have the token light-skinned black guy there.
Right, of course,
just to throw in the mix. You can't just have 4 white guys because you got the light-skinned black guy. That he has to watch the game with them too. So we're politically correct. Surprised they didn't throw a fucking Asian guy in there too.
Yeah, look, I don't care if it's all black guys. I'm an alcoholic. I'm drinking.
Right.
It's not going to bother me what the mix is.
I know. Yeah. So they have to do that, and then, or if they do like a Bud Light commercial, there's always just a bag of like a bowl of chips and popcorn, and there's nothing else. Maybe a fucking soda.
Yeah.
I never watched a game like that.
No.
In khakis. No. What the fuck?
What are you watching? Bravo?
Yeah. You're watching, you're fucking hungover, you slept in your clothes the night before,
you
smell like fucking puke, you haven't you didn't brush your teeth, and there's a lot of racial slurs going on during a game.
Yeah.
That's how a game's watched.
We're not sitting there with a bowl of popcorn.
Whatever, and you're having a good time and you're with friends when a woman walks in the room and goes, it fucking stinks in here. That's watching a football game.
Yeah,
when a woman walks in and goes, ew, it's smell, and they come in with the Lysol at a commercial break. That's how you watch fucking football, not in khakis with a fucking bowl of popcorn.
Ugh.
Like Mike Francesa's mic'd up show Sunday night. He's got that bowl of popcorn. There's always those awful props on the table.
Yeah.
The bowl of popcorn and the fucking the chips. Ugh, really? Is that how about? Is that what you put? Hey, we got to dress up the set, so let's put a bowl of popcorn in front of you so you can fucking rag on the Jets for 20 minutes.
Right. They must have a worse budget than we do on VH1 Classic.
I know. Every time I watch that show every Sunday night, like especially during the NFL, I go, I got to see what they put up because if it's close to Halloween, they put like a pumpkin, something orange. They have an orange bowl to put the popcorn in.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. It's so funny when you told me that that aggravated you, and I couldn't believe how much it aggravated me too.
Oh yeah, it's just because you notice it right away. Like, just shut up. You could just sit there and fucking bitch about what you want. I don't need a bowl of popcorn. Oh, I guess you're in the living room. Okay, you're the. Okay, so then now the Geico commercials. First of all, before I even get into how bad they are. Just think about this. All the commercial. And then what's the other one? The fucking Progressive with that ugly broad?
Yeah.
Okay. But just think of this. That's why we're paying high car insurance. Who the fuck's footing those bills for all those ads?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're paying for that.
Yeah.
They're not paying for it. They're taking it out of... They're raising their rates because they put all those fucking commercials on, which cost a fortune during NFL football because it gets huge ratings.
Yep.
So we're fucking paying to see that fucking nonsense. I know, look, if I need car insurance, I know I'm going to call one of these companies.
Right.
You don't have to fucking force feed it down my throat every fucking 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need a talking baby, to tell me what insurance to have. Then I pay $1,000 more a year.
You could save 15%. So you could. So you're not saying I am.
Yeah.
I could save 15%. Really? So you don't even know. You're not guaranteeing it. You're just saying I could.
And why,
up to 15%. So that means not. So maybe it's 5%. Who gives a fuck?
And those Geico commercials are so insanely unclever. Oh, does a woodchuck chuck wood? And then they cut to woodchucks throwing wood? Are you fucking...
How long did that take somebody to write?
If that took more than 5 seconds to think of, jump off a bridge. That is so insane. Does it take 2 to tango? And then you see a third person in the thing tangoing and it doesn't work?
How long did that take to write?
1 second. 1 second. Dude, give me that fucking job where I come up with the Geico commercials. I could write just say, how many do you need for a whole year? 100 of them? I'll write 100 of them in 5 minutes.
I know. It's so and
does a tree make a sound in the forest? Yup. Ugh.
So fucking bad. And
who's gonna look at that ugly broad and go, "Oh man, she's funny. I'm gonna buy that insurance. That's cool where she is. It's all white in there. It's like it's awesome. I'm gonna get Progressive insurance."
It's so
Flo
fucking
told
bad.
me to get it.
Hi, welcome to Progressive. I don't even...
With a mug that could kill an erection in the
I know. Get a fucking hot chick in there at least so maybe guys will still watch the commercial.
Yeah. I still might not get Progressive, but I'll jack off to it.
Ugh. What about the host guy or whatever for the Geico?
Oh, and
he makes 75 faces in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
75 twitches in his face.
And he overpronounces every word. Switching to Geico. What does he say? What's the catchphrase? He go, switching to Geico will help you save 15% in car insurance.
And just
say it. This will save you 15% in car insurance. That's all you need to say. You don't need to overpronounce every word. You're not fucking Ryan Seacrest on American Idol.
And making like 3 faces for every word he says. 3 different ones. It was almost like David Arquette used to be like when he used to do the Scream movies. You ask him, hey, did you see the woman we're looking for? She was down the street. It was like 9 faces. No. Just say fucking no.
Yeah.
That Geico, switching to Geico, ugh.
And car insurance.
Ugh.
Just say car insurance.
It's just fucking awful overacting.
Yeah.
You're trying to do fucking Rod Sterling from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It was original back in 1950, and even he didn't play it like goofy like that.
No, he played it straight.
He played it straight.
Guy used to fucking smoke when he would host the show. That's fucking cool.
So fucking terrible.
Oh, and no, I told you this. I was in a sports bar once. I was watching. I think it was like Mets Phillies. When the Mets were actually pretty good. And this fucking guy, and I'm hanging out with this guy, and he recognized me from the metal show, and he was buying me beers and everything, and I'm hanging with the guy. He was a super cool guy, man. He was a Mets fan. We were like, yeah, come on, we're rooting. And then like, after like 2 innings, one of those talking baby commercials come on.
Right.
The guy starts fucking laughing like crazy.
Right.
And he looks at me and I go, I'm not hanging out with you anymore. and he goes, why? I go, you laughed at that commercial. That's awful. I don't like you anymore. He goes, you're not going to hang out with me anymore because of that? I go, nope. And I walked down to the other end of the bar. And I didn't even acknowledge him the rest of the day. If you laugh at that commercial, you're not my friend.
Absolutely.
And you never will be.
I got nothing to do with you. You're going to fucking laugh at it. Nothing. Like, the only 2 Geico commercials that were funny, which they totally fucked up, is the one with Abe Lincoln.
Right.
When he had the wife, and it was the old footage.
He's Honest Abe. And
do I look fat in this? And, you know, and what they did is he paused for like 10 seconds. He's kind of looking. You go, you know, every guy can relate. Like, fuck, what do I say here? I'm going to get in trouble.
Right.
And he just says, yeah. And then all of a sudden they cut it to like, do I look fat? Yeah. Like, they cut all that fucking awkward pause out. Right. So they make the commercial the worst.
Yep.
Terrible. And then the other one was Randy Johnson when he throws the fucking snowball at the kid. They didn't even show it. They just show him on the ground and Randy Johnson going, oh, sorry, dude, whatever.
Right.
They didn't even show him throwing the snowball anymore. That was the funny part of it.
Well, plus it cuts from the jerk off in the suit going, you know, is having a snowball fight with Randy
Johnson.
Randy Johnson a good idea, and then it just cuts to the kid on the floor going, I don't think this was a good idea.
Yeah, and
you
Randy
just said that.
Yeah, and Randy Johnson's standing over him. Show when Randy throws the fucking snowball.
Right.
And keep the awkward pause in with Abe Lincoln where you go, yeah, you look fat in that. Instead, they just cut it to make it not... Because, you know, someone complained.
Yeah.
You know, some woman complained, how can you do that about... You know, if it's a fat guy, you can make fun of him being fat, but not a woman. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So then they cut it to, like... And it makes no sense. And then the Randy Johnson... You're promoting violence or whatever. Who the fuck knows what that was? Terrible.
Like some broad in a suit at a network somewhere going, duh, I don't think that's going to fly. It's some lawyer.
Yeah. Standards and practices. It's a little mean-spirited.
You know what's funny? Mean-spiritedness.
Yeah, it is.
That's what's funny.
Meanwhile, you know, every chick fucking thinks it's mean. It's mean-spirited. Meanwhile, all they do is rip each other apart.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as they fucking walk out of the room, they fucking trash them for the next 5 minutes.
Did you see that dress she was wearing?
Yeah, well, I can't believe that. Why she goes out with that guy? You know, I heard she was a slut. I would never wear those shoes. Why would you wear a fucking dress like that to a church?
Yeah.
That's it. She's so slutty.
Her boyfriend's an asshole.
Her boyfriend's an asshole. I can't believe the way. And then, hi, how you doing?
I
hi.
love your hair looks so good.
Yeah, that's not mean-spirited. You just fucking rip somebody apart behind their back for fucking 5 minutes when they walked away.
That's why it's always crazy to me when people when we bust balls on the TV show and people are like, God, why do you? That's what being guys are all about. We don't you and I don't leave and then talk about Eddie behind his back.
No.
Do you believe that shirt he wore on
we never do.
On the Slayer episode? Why would he wear that shirt?
No.
No. We'll do it on the air. Eddie, that shirt is awful.
The only time we ever did that to Eddie is when he wore his that leather jacket, and he asked me, he's like, you weren't there yet for the tape, and I walked in and he goes, do you like this jacket? He goes, you know, the fucking wardrobe gave it to me. I go, yes, look good. And it was awful.
Yeah.
He looked like the fucking Michelin Man in it. I go, no, it's good. He goes, you seriously, really? I go, yeah, I like it. So he goes, all right, yeah, maybe I'll wear it, I guess. So as soon as I fucking said that, because I knew, I go, I'm going to wait for the show. I text you, I go, if Eddie asks you about this jacket, tell him you love it. Right away. So you come in, you said you loved it, and as soon as we went on the air, go, action. Look at that.
That's awful.
It's awful. That's the only time we talk behind his back.
You look like Ruben Studdard in that.
Yeah. So stop with the mean-spiritedness.
Yeah, it's funny.
But anyway, you know, to wrap it all up, we are fucking major sports fans, especially baseball and football. But you know, it's just we hate that shit.
And the Peyton Manning ones are the worst of all. Let's just end with that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I don't even know if I can muster out. We should have done it at the beginning. I'm losing steam.
I forgot about Peyton Manning because there was I mean, for like 3 years I wanted him dead.
Yeah.
Those commercials were so fucking bad. The one where he's at the restaurant, you go, whatever.
Yeah, cheering him on the restaurant, or the one with Jim Nance where he's wearing the packing material as shoulder pads.
Oh yeah. And him and Justin Timberlake playing ping pong. And then Justin Timberlake wins like 2 rounds, so he drops the thing. Hot. I'm so hot. The paddle's hot.
Oh, David Arquette laughs at that actor. Oh, God.
Now, what about the one with the, I think it was a Sprint commercial, Peyton Manning, he put the fake mustache on, he put a little crooked so he wouldn't be recognized, but it was just a little crooked.
Oh.
And they said that Peyton Manning takes these commercials seriously, like he'll ad-lib, he'll fucking work. Yeah, don't let him ad-lib. You know what? He's a good fucking passer.
Yeah.
He's not good with commercials.
No.
Holy shit.
He's not a comic.
I couldn't stomach everyone. That's why I wanted the Colts to lose the Super Bowl. I'm like, good, because maybe he won't do any commercials. Maybe he'll go, you know what? I need to fucking practice more in the offseason, get in tune with my receivers, and not fucking fuck around and be on commercial suits. That's why I rooted against the Colts in that. And of course, there was 2 more in the next season.
Yeah, I love every time he fails. I love it when that sour mug when he walks off the field when he loses. I love that. Stop doing the commercials. Concentrate.
What about the? I almost broke up with my girlfriend over this, and it wasn't even over a fight or anything. She thought that one was funny when he's giving the Christmas presents, and one was
with his brother.
Yeah, and one was like a football, and the guy goes, "Football?" He goes, "No," and she thought that was funny. I almost left her.
Yeah,
I almost left her. She goes, "I think that's funny." How? Okay, it's not a football.
Any guy, if I'm in a sports bar and I see people laughing, I move. I just move to another seat. It's not funny.
The guy's got $100 million. He already signed a $100 million contract. He's going to get another $100 million when they get back from the strike. Okay, you don't need the fucking money. Stop it already.
Right.
Just fucking say what it is. Here's a fucking good TV. Buy it.
Yeah. Right.
The panel. I'm hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
The only clever sports commercial I ever saw was the one with Brett Favre when he's going to buy a TV at PC Richards. And it was when he was, going back and forth on what he was going to play.
And he wasn't sure.
And he's like, I definitely want this TV here. And the guy goes, good. And he goes, or maybe this one. It was clever to the point. He didn't make 100 faces. They didn't beat it into the ground.
Yeah.
They didn't show it every 3 seconds. That one was okay. Every other one, stop. If you want to sell me beer, like you said, show fucking 3 guys sitting in the living room with the girl with the spray, they're farting, they're fucking screaming, cursing. One guy's got a fucking grand on the game. He's fucking flipping out. You're wearing the same clothes with puke encrusted on it. That'll make me buy beer.
Just show it realistic that guys can relate to. Show it a guy panicking on the phone, going, "Dude, what the fuck? All right, put another grand on the Bengals in the second. What's the over?
Right.
30, fucking 14. All right. Hey, you guys think you're gonna cover? Yeah, To Ocho Cinco. Yeah. They haven't got it. All right. Give me 14 and over, a grand. And then your friend comes over, dude. Fucking relax. Here's a Bud Light.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right.
Dude. That's the commercial.
I go out and buy a case.
That's
of Bud
the commercial. I'd start gambling.
Right.
I'd start. That's the commercial.
Yeah. A faggot in khakis going, Coach, what about the playoffs?
Yeah, playoffs.
Playoffs.
Hey, Romeo, how'd you get your name? Nobody can relate to that.
Nobody. And they're all coaches who haven't been in the league in the last decade.
Yeah, they have 7. Barry Switzer, he hasn't coached since 1994.
He coached 1 season in the NFL.
Yeah, and he's in a commercial.
But yeah, like you said, we are big sports fans, and that's why we obviously watch a lot of sports. Otherwise, we wouldn't get this fired up.
So I just, the only thing I hope that we get out of this podcast, that people listening, is you're going to start noticing these things and get angry and get pissed off at us. Go, fuck, why did you, because that always happens.
Yeah.
Tom will call me up. You hear about the no, they call no, I know. And now I'm like, that fucking drives me nuts. And I do it to him too. So I'm just hoping that all these things we brought up are going to drive you guys nuts and go, those fuckers. I never heard Dan Dierdorf say those stupid things. Now I can't stop listening.
Yeah.
Or the quarterback rating or whatever. Or that fucking Geico motherfucker. Or those fucking nerds in their khakis with the Coors Light commercials.
Yeah.
So, all right. Don's got his new CD out. Give a plug to it.
Yeah, Live and Hilarious, out on Metal Blade Records, and it's available everywhere. It's available. You can download it on iTunes. You can get it at metalblade.com. You can get it at Amazon, FYE, Newberry Comics. But it's out there, and it's doing great, so I appreciate all the support, man. Hit the top 10 on Billboard, top 20 on iTunes, and the comedy charts.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome. So, yeah, thanks to everybody for supporting, and you'll have yours out soon, too, man.
Yeah, mine will be out later. In the meantime,
send to the podcast. Donate.
Donate to the podcast. Do whatever you got to do, man. It's fun doing it. We just fucking riff. We turn the mic on and just go.
Yeah, we don't rehearse anything.
Yeah, I just had a couple little notes, and you go, what are we going to talk about? I go, all right, how about the picks? Like, don't even, and you started getting aggravated. Just save it.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose steam. So, but I always end the podcast now with one of my telemarketer calls that me and Don do. People probably haven't heard them. We have 5 CDs out. We've been doing them since 2000. And if you guys discover them or whatever like that, it'd be cool. You can go to iTunes and download them, 99 cents. They're all up there. This one I think we're going to do is, it's off of Terrorizing Telemarketers Volume 3, which came out, I don't even know, like 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
And it's the last track, because we always like to put the epic track or the one that people are like, I don't know if I like that one.
Yeah.
It's called Obituary. You want to talk?
And you want to talk, and it's as mean-spirited as it gets.
Oh, it was brutal. It must have been 2002. Or maybe it came out early 2003. But basically, what was it? It was a newspaper calling about.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Something just about renewing the subscription.
Renewing a subscription. I told them, look, I'm sick. I want to put my obituary in your paper. That's my local paper. And can you take my obituary? I said, I just got anthrax.
Yeah, it was when that whole anthrax.
And it was right when anthrax was going on, which I don't know how the fucking, the FBI wasn't at our door the next day because we're telling them we got anthrax.
Yeah.
Which we got in trouble with a bunch of calls before. Like afterwards, we're like, holy shit. They really believed that we're in the hospital and we got anthrax and all this other stuff. And there was only like 5 cases out there and it wasn't solved.
No.
So you'd think that that fucking person at the paper goes, look, man, these guys I just called, they got anthrax.
Yeah, the guy's got inhalation anthrax.
Yeah.
And he wants to put his obituary in the paper.
Yeah, so I said, I got inhalation anthrax. I'm dying. So take my obituary because it's my local paper. And they're fucking flipping out. And Don plays the doctor. And we just ad-libbed that call. Like we didn't, right? Because we had no idea what they were calling about. So, listen to this. It gets it's crazy, it's dark, and it's fucking mean.
And there's it didn't make any wacky faces.
No wacky faces,
It stayed in character.
It's
fucking hardcore.
It's ridiculous, the call. So this is an obituary of fucking with a telemarketer, Terrorizing Telemarketers Volume 3. It's Jim Florentine, Don Jamieson. All right, thanks for listening.